I started YouTubing in the year 2016 and year 2020 to be precise, in April. That was when I started becoming consistent. I started with less than 200 subscribers from April 2020, and currently we're in 2021 and I'm almost at 4K subscribers, and I'm quite sure and very hopeful that I'm going to reach a lot more subscribers soon. So if you want to know how to grow on YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel, just keep on watching.
With the strength of a woman, SHEJACKIESAYS. With the strength of a woman, SHEJACKIESAYs. With the power of a woman, SHEJACKIESAYs. Everywhere she goes, every day, SHEJACKIESAYs. Looking so fly, SHEJACKIESAYs. Young YouTuber, always on the tube, trying to make a living.
What's cooking, what's poppin', SJS Nation, SJS fam? It's your favorite girl, SHEJACKIESAYS, and I am back once again on your screens with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to grow your YouTube channel in the year 2021, in subsequent years to come, or in any other year, and things you need to know, especially if you're a starter about to start a YouTube channel. I already have a video where I've already done this, so there is a link up here where you could check that video out. But today is fresh new ideas. I've been getting this question a lot of times in my DMs on all social media platforms, even on WhatsApp. People will come into my DM and tell me that, Jackie, how can I start a YouTube channel? How can I grow on YouTube? How can blah 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 YouTube? So this video is for you. Now, the first step is to have, automatically you need to have a Gmail account. So none of this is even scripted. I'm just saying everything out of here. So you need to have a Gmail account. After getting your Gmail account, create a YouTube account. So when you create a YouTube account, you just type in your email. Now right here you can see my channel, and you really want people to know how consistent, or you really want YouTube to know how consistent you are. So you could see there is a place for a banner. That is it, a banner or a header. That is one thing that, especially people using the computer, that is one thing that they see whenever they go to your channel. Even on the mobile phone, that is one thing people would see. So you could see mine there. I have DIY vlogs, this and this. So basically, if you come to my channel, you literally know what my YouTube channel is about. So you might want to start doing that the first time you create a YouTube channel. Get yourself a banner, an image over there, at least something, not write anything over there. Get people something that stands out about your channel, something, just summarize your channel in one image, something that when people see, they will know that this is your channel. Moving forward, you come to your description. You can see my description over there, what my channel is about, who I am even as a person. So you could literally get everything over there, and other channels too, people have added their links to their social media platforms over there. So you could also add your links to your social media platforms, tell them what your channel is about, what they are supposed to expect, a little bit about yourself. That is your channel description. You could also try to keep your playlist or your subscription private. That is, if those people that you subscribe to, if you want to keep it private, if you don't want people to see people you subscribe to, you could turn it off. If you don't want people to also see your playlist, you could also turn it off. These are the basics of starting a YouTube channel. Now the next thing people get confused about is your name. Now your name is your identity on YouTube. I've changed my name over and over and over again. Sometimes I wish I used my full name, SHEJACKIESAYS Vlogs, but instead I use SJS, and now lots of people know me as SJS, even though it's still the same as SHEJACKIESAYS. But that is your identity. I don't really have a problem with that. But assuming you start a YouTube channel, and I start mine as Jackie's Cuisine, Jackie's Kitchen, and later on I'd want to change, I feel I would divert my attention of my viewers, because probably I might not want to be doing only cooking. I might later want to inculcate other video stuffs in my videos. So what I would advise you as a beginner, someone who's about to start YouTube, is that you should get an identity which is exclusive to you, and also know that you might definitely change your mind as time goes on. So get something that whenever your content changes a little bit on your channel, it still seals the name of your channel, it doesn't differ. I hope you understand. Still in the basics of YouTube. Now, looking at the gears that you need to use, your equipment, your tools that you need for your YouTube channel. A lot of people get confused that I need this before I start a YouTube channel. Let me be sincere with you. If you are using a phone, you need to get a phone with a good quality camera. I wouldn't only talk about an iPhone. I haven't used other Android phones, but I was using a Samsung phone and I switched to using an iPhone just because I wanted to start a YouTube channel. When I started, that was 2 years ago. That time I wasn't consistent. I was using my iPhone 6s to shoot videos, so you could probably also start with that because iPhone 6s is still good. The camera is still good, so you don't really need a huge camera or something like that. Later on, if you want to invest in that, you could. So starting a YouTube channel, just start it now. Don't wait and say that this and this. Just use what you have. So the only things I use, even though sometimes I use a camera, Canon 5D, sometimes so I use my iPhone. I have a tripod, I have a ring light. These are what I use most of the time to shoot my videos. If it's a sit down video, I would definitely need the light. These are a few gears or few equipment you need if you are doing sit down videos. If you are doing outside videos, you would need a tripod, a gimbal. These are just basic stuffs. Yes, the drone and the rest would come later on. That is if only you have money to get everything, fine. But if you don't have the means to get everything, just start. Start now. Just start a YouTube channel now. How do you reach a lot of people? That is the question I get from people. Jackie, how can I get a lot of viewers? How can I do this? How did I even go about it? I wouldn't lie to you that it was only consistency, but I was consistently, and I am still consistently promoting myself wherever I go. Every little chance I get, I talk to people personally. I'm on every social media platform. I just have to get people to know what I do. I keep promoting myself always and always, because someone who has subscribers of over 50 million still needs subscribers, and not to talk of me with less than 10k subscribers. So you need to consistently and constantly promote yourself on all social media platforms. You really need to do that. Promote yourself. Is sub for sub good? It's good, it's bad, but it's really bad because people would not genuinely like your content for what you are. They just subscribing because you asked them to subscribe. But I feel that you need to let people love what you are doing on YouTube before they will subscribe. You don't even have to force them after they love your content. So that is one secret that I wanted, how to get views, is constantly promote yourself. And you could also use other apps like TubeBuddy, where you could, I know a lot of people are saying they are getting views from TubeBuddy. You could connect it. You could just sign up for TubeBuddy and use it to also get views. But I didn't use TubeBuddy, but I know people who are also using TubeBuddy, as they are claiming it really helps. But hey, I'm doing everything manually here. Your tagging on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube. When you upload your video on YouTube, you have a place where you're supposed to fill it. Now that is 5,000 words. Some of you just leave the place blank. You don't post anything there, and I don't know if you expect people to be watching or not, because most of the time people would want to read the description. When your video pops up on a computer screen, the lower part of your description also comes up, so people might want to know what your video is also about. So you might want to tell people what your video is about in the description box. Whatever thing that is needed for people to know about the video, just put it in the description box. Most people are fond of leaving their description box empty, and this is one thing that is killing a lot of YouTube channels. You are not really a big YouTuber, you are not there yet, so you can't be leaving your description boxes empty. Moving on, tagging, as I was about to say. In 2021, the algorithm of YouTube doesn't really give tagging much importance like how it used in the previous years, because now the tagging, YouTube has realized that most of the time people fake the tags. People use popular tags and attach to the video, whereas their video has nothing to do with the tags that they've used. So in the year 2021, the algorithm has changed the tagging system. Initially, tagging was very key in your videos, but now tagging is no longer really important to your videos as it used to be, but it's still very essential. So what you need to do is, if I'm uploading a video like this, how to start a YouTube channel in 2021, I need to get tags in relation to this video. So let me say starting YouTube 2021, just place it there. As you can see over here, you just get the tags for the video and you are good to go. Moving on to get a proper caption. Now most of the times, if you are uploading a video, you are out of ideas, you could go to the search box on YouTube where the filter section is. If you type in a caption like, let me say, how to braid your hair, or how to maybe do makeup for beginners, you could get recent videos that people have posted this week, last month, yesterday and get the number of views that people are getting and know that, oh, okay, are people still watching this content, are people not watching this content? So at least you have a fair idea of what you are doing on your channel, especially if it's something that people often do on YouTube. It gives you a fair idea. And also, you need to work on your thumbnails. Thumbnails are very essential and very key, because if I see a thumbnail which is not so nice, I am not going to be clicking on that video. So your thumbnail needs to be very catchy, and the apps that I use for my thumbnails are Pixart, Fonto. Basically, yeah, I use Pixart because Pixart gives me the accurate YouTube thumbnail size. Fonto, I could probably use Fonto for just that, but I don't use Fonto because Fonto, unless I calculate the size, and I always forget the size of YouTube thumbnails, so I use Pixart to work on my thumbnails and move into Fonto because I love the fonts. The fonts in Pixart are limited, so I often use Fonto to get my lettering, that is the alphabet or the fonts, to my satisfaction. So you could check this apps out, and I have a video up on my channel on how I work on my thumbnails. That is an old video, probably a year ago video up on my channel. You could also check that out. People would also want to know about the monetization. You need to get 4K hours of watch time. Let me explain this. 4K hours of watch time, most people get it wrong. Now, you know how many minutes make an hour? Is 60 minutes. So how many minutes are, if you upload a video worth 10 minutes, so it means people are supposed to watch it. Let me say you need to get like 60 minutes of that video to get an hour, so you need to get 4,000 hours of watch time within that year, within a year. So let me say 2020 till January, from December 2021, you need to get 4K hours of watch time before you could monetize your channel, and with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube before you can monetize your channel. That is it. And most people are having difficulty in getting their first 1,000 subscribers, but if you apply what I've told you, I'm quite sure you would know what you're about. The mistake that people are also making is that they would want to start a YouTube channel because everyone else is starting a YouTube channel. Honey, just because you see me doing it doesn't make it any easier. It is so not easy. The fact that you see someone doing it, you could learn more about it before you start. And just an advice, you would want to get yourself varieties of ideas before you start a YouTube channel, because you will get to a certain point where you will definitely lack ideas on even shooting content for your channel, and you don't want to post a video this week and come back 2 weeks later and be like, sorry guys, I'm sorry for not posting this video this week. No, don't do that on YouTube. Now, moving on, you need to pick a niche that you would be consistent with. Now, a lot of people go on YouTube trying to search for trending topic, trying to do this, but you need to pick a niche which you're comfortable with. We have lifestyle, we have food. If you know you're going to be very consistent with food, pick food. I know I'm not going to be consistent with food, so I did not pick food because I cook once a week, and personally I might not be able to keep up with cooking content. But what I could be able to keep up with is with lifestyle, DIY, something entertaining, something that is what my channel is about. One is at a time I do travel videos, so yes, these are what my channel is about. So don't pick a niche where you know you're definitely not going to be very comfortable with, or you're not going to be consistent with. Don't go and pick tech videos, don't go and pick this if you know you're not going to be consistent. If you know you're going to be doing reaction videos, do it. Now, another thing I would want to also talk about is the fact that YouTube, it's a place where some people are lucky enough that their videos, they could just come on YouTube within a week, they could just go viral and boom. But you need to really work your way around it. It is a lot of hard work, a lot of hard work, trust me. It's a lot of work in your content, in your editing. You need to put in work. These are the few basic tips I would want to let you know. When you want to start a YouTube channel, it's not anything huge. Well, it is huge when you enter. You might think it's easy, you need to do this and that. Probably when you're starting as beginner, it's very easy because you post a video to 5 views. Sometimes it's very demeaning, but what I want you to know is that your videos, once you post your videos and no one is watching, don't give up. Just put in more work. Besides, you just started. That is it, you just started. So just continue putting in more work, and your work will definitely pay off very soon. As I told you, my channel is now monetized. I have already received my first pay already of YouTube. I'm supposed to make a video on how much I received on YouTube so far, but I haven't gotten my AdSense. I've already received my PIN, but the person who sent me my PIN hasn't given me my envelope yet. I just wanted to use that as whatever to do my video. I'm sorry for that, but if you guys really want to know more about how much I make on YouTube, just let me know down below. Let's get this video to a lot more views. I am anticipating this video to at least, let's get to, let me say, 10k views on this video, and I will definitely do that video. Now, another thing I would want to ending this, your comment section, do not leave your comment section blank. Someone will post a video on YouTube and just go off YouTube, especially for the iPhone users. Someone will just turn off YouTube data. How can this be possible? A YouTuber going off YouTube? Then you shouldn't consider yourself as a YouTuber, because when you post a video on YouTube, let people in, respond to their comment, let people feel that you're part of something. That is one thing about YouTube, because if I come to your channel and if I leave comments and you don't reply me, I'm definitely not coming back there again. So take notes of this. Whenever anyone leaves a comment, be sure to reply them and just get interactive with them on your channel. So basically, these are the tips and tricks and the few ways to grow your YouTube channel. If you have any other question, just leave it down below in my comment section. It's still your favorite girl, SHEJACKIESAYS, your hostess with the mostest, bringing you the hottest, the juiciest, the informative, and I am out. Peace, guys.
SJS family, with the strength of a woman, SHEJACKIESAYS, with the power of a woman, SHEJACKIESAYS, everywhere she goes.